Okay, this is like the 20th time that I'm trying to do this, so I'm just gonna read the story and hope you just understand it. It's the first time that I'm trying just to read it aloud. Um, I went to ask for a cigarette. I was craving so much a drag, and she had been smoking around me for far too long. She raised her face to look at me. She took a long drag before asking me what I had said. I repeated the question, and she stared at me thinking. I offered that I would pay the cigarette. She smiled and just offered a pack. There was something treacherous in her eyes, but she was tempting to look at. I asked her what she was doing there. She answered me in a simple tone that she was doing the same thing as me. I asked her how could she know that. She turned her look to a group of girls passing by and answered that unless I was there to pick girls and break them, most likely she was in the same situation as me. She added with a smile, still not looking at me, that it was the worst place to pick up girls. She said that all of them were easy if you knew how to, but using the excuse of being Catholic, some played hard. She told me that I looked kind of cute, but it will take it. But I will never pick up a girl there without, with the way I talk. I told her that she got me all wrong. I meant to say why I talked to her, but she stopped me with her palm. She said that she didn't care what I had to say. She told me that better guys had tried to take her to their car and only a few had done it. I talked over her and told her that those were too many confidences to a stranger. She told me that her name was Mariana and that we weren't strangers anymore, that we had only time to get to know the other. I told her that my name was Ian and that I didn't even plan to stay there for long. She told me that she was just wasting time there and had bought a pack of cigarettes to finish them and not do anything else before that. I told her that I didn't think she was talking about where we were but something else. She turned at me and told me not to try to play smart ass with her. She added that she was patient with strangers but could not stand too much bullshit. I asked her joking what was she talking about strangers since she had said earlier that we weren't strangers anymore. She stood up looking at me and told me that it would take more than paying attention to get her in bed. I grabbed her by the arm when she made the intention of leaving and told her that I didn't mean to insult her. I asked her to sit down with me in the bench that was in front of us. She looked at my hand and told me that it was brave to touch someone you don't know and asked her to move somewhere else without a reason. I let her go and told her that I meant only to move somewhere we could both still talk more comfortably, and since she had the intention of leaving, we could we could go both somewhere. She laughed and told me that my comment had been the only thing that had made her laugh in weeks. I asked her why hadn't she laughed for a long time. She looked away and pointed her lips to a couple sitting under a tree. She told me that the guy had been with her promising that he would leave the other girl, but at the end he had dumped her. The I told her that he was an asshole for treating her like that and he didn't know what he was missing. She laughed again and told me that I was saying too much without knowing her. I told her with a smile that we weren't strangers and that I did know her. She smiled at me and asked me when we would go to that bench that I wanted to go so much a while ago. I started walking there and she next to me. My phone started ringing and I answered. I told her that I'd be right back. I answered finally and I heard that I had to go right then. I looked at her from where I was and I waved at her. I walked off from her. She lit another cigarette and went back to the place she was first. She laid and looked up to the sky. She was almost done with her pack. Hope you more or less understood what I tried to say. So, hope you like it.